guys, welcome back to Harsh-Worded Tenderhearted. Today we are telling the stories behind our Instagram posts. So my first story behind my first Instagram post.
Oh.
We talked about last week, a couple weeks ago?
Recently.
Yeah, recently.
Recently enough.
My bald era. This photo is me bald in a beanie playing the piano, accompanying a choir at the high school that I used to go to. But the fact that I am on that stage in that auditorium in a beanie
Bald.
is crazy, first of all. Like, that's what I meant when I was like, I was kind of fine. Because I
that's
never
true.
thought that shaving my head I'd ever be on that stage again until my hair grew back. You know?
Well, you have been like, you know what, I was fine in a beanie, but the wigs?
Yeah,
No.
that's true. That's true. Because I think, but don't I kind of look like, that, do you know who I'm talking about? That guy in a wheelchair wearing the tomato hat and he's like rapping on ants in my pants?
No.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's a memory that me and Audrey might have made up together.
Maybe.
Because we can't find
Honestly,
it.
really?
Somebody's got to know what I'm talking about. Like the tomato hat guy.
We need to like go on a deep dive later.
I know, right?
To like see.
But that's what I look like. And I think that's why I was okay with the beanie is because people knew I was bald.
Yeah.
So not
At
a lot
least
of people
like
asked about it.
Nobody asked about it, like sensitive subject maybe. Also,
Yeah.
they don't want to be in an uncomfortable situation themselves because like what if like you're sick or something? Also, it's like if you're wearing like a wig or on stage, it's like, ooh, is that real or is that not real?
No, I
like
know,
there's
right?
a lot of like room for like controversy.
Yeah. And like that was, what year was that actually? That was from 2017, March of 2017.
That was a while ago then.
So like wigs weren't as normal.
Yeah, that's also true. They'd be like, why is this girl wearing a wig?
Right, you know? So the beanie was just easier.
Yeah, there wasn't enough like TikToks of like
Exactly.
wig laying.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, word. I finally found a picture of, we've talked about I've had different colored hair growing up. And have not been able to find a selfie. I knew the selfie existed. I don't know where it was. I deleted it off my camera roll, like couldn't find it. And then we were like, okay, let's do this topic. And then I was going through my archive and I found it. So my first one is this blue selfie of me with blue hair.
Oh my God. There's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's higher than I remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay, story behind this is that there's this other girl. She, in my class, whatever, I don't even know when this was, 2015? So I was like 14,
Okay, yeah.
13, 14. And then this one girl, we had a little friend group. It was like, she did her hair blue and like, damn, I was like, I can do it better. Because she did hers like blue Kool-Aid because she was like blonde. And then it was starting to get green. And I was like, you know what? I can do it better. So I went to Shoppers and I got like, it wasn't even like, I didn't want to commit all the way. So I got like the spray.
Okay, yeah.
It was supposed to be like semi-permanent or like, I don't think it was a spray. I think it was like an actual mix, but you just put it on your hair and like it washes out in a couple, whatever. The bleed though was so bad.
Oh my God.
Like literally I could just be wearing like my hoodie and like by the end of the day, my hood was like blue.
Okay. I'm dead.
But I had to keep up with it because I was like, I'm one-upping this girl. It was like a literal one-sided like competition. I don't know why it was like that.
Oh my God.
That's what that was. I don't know. I thought I was so cool. It was also in the middle of like my pop punk phase.
Yeah.
So I had blue hair, blue ombre hair, and I was wearing like colored flannels and like black skinny jeans that were like so constricting, like to the point where like the rips in the knees, like I was popping out of them. Like my knee fat was like popping out of them.
I have a vision of an exact picture of Kai. I think I've mentioned this picture before. Of Kai having dip dot hair with a fedora and a t-shirt and like jorts maybe. And she's like,
What?
Like it had to have been a picture that your mom said, smile. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like one of those.
You know what? It's probably on our Facebook somewhere.
It has to be. I have to look at. Okay, I have to look for it later because I like that picture has been with me my entire life. But like I could probably draw it.
Oh my God, I wonder what it is now. I hope you find it.
When I think of Kai's younger years, all I see is a fedora.
I loved.
Like it's like
fedoras.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah. I thought it was so cool with the fedora. I was like, I'm so cool and fashionable. Like, I'm, like, ahead, like, I'm doing my own thing. Like, I have such a strong sense of,
Masculine,
like,
feminine.
yeah, yeah. I was like, it was fedora, and the ribbon on the fedora was floral, and I
Yeah.
was like, perfect. This is like the perfect balance of like.
She's like, I know exactly who I am.
Yeah. No, for real. I was like, I have such a strong sense of personal style. Like, people want to be me. They want to dress like me. I am the trendsetter. I still think that to a certain degree. Not as crazy though.
That's hilarious. It's like, how many people in there do you think wanted to wear my fedora?
Yeah. No, I do think about that every time every time we talk about the fedora. I'm like, I wonder how many people looked at my fedora and thought about my fedora.
Me all the time.
Like, I wonder how many. Like, not even like, oh, that's like a cute fedora, but also like, why is she wearing a fedora?
Yeah, like how
Like,
many
just-
people noticed my
I
fedora?
know. I want to know. Like, I wish. Like, honestly, I wish that at the end of my life, like, God gives me a book of like times like people like thought of my fedora.
It's just me.
I just want to know.
Yeah. I'm dead. Oh my god. My next one is this beautiful photo
Okay.
of the top of Blue Mountain.
Oh, I know the story. I think.
The ice skating trail. It's like literally my favorite thing. Like, I wish that there was a mountain close by that had the same thing, because I would be there every weekend.
Mhm.
But on top of one of the mountains, Blue Mountains, whatever, there's like a forest type of thing, and through the forest there's just like a round skating trail. So like when you go this way, you can see like down the mountain. Like, it's the most beautiful thing ever. And I love ice skating. And I think I took my girlfriend there for Valentine's Day when we were dating, to Blue Mountain. And
Oh, that's such a good Valentine's Day.
right. The only thing I wanted to do was go ice skating on the top of the mountain. That is the only thing I wanted to do while we were there. And we went and we drove up the mountain. We waited in the line. We paid and we got out there. And sorry, I paid. And then we got out there and we went around her once. And my girlfriend went, can we just sit down by the fire? I'm tired. And I was like, you can sit down. And I went around that trail like 8 times by myself, just living my life.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, there's no fucking way. Like, like literally, oh my god, that is the moment my second half of my villain origin story started.
Oh,
like my
oh my
adult
God.
villain years started there.
On the top of Blue Mountain.
On the top of the mountain. Oh my! It honestly was the most at peace in that relationship I had ever felt. Though.
Really?
Going
Away
around
from
that thing 8
her.
times.
Away from her in the cold, isolated on top of a mountain.
Yeah. Fell a couple of times, but it was okay.
It's okay.
Oh
She was
my
there to help you up
God.
anyways. It's fine.
Literally, and the best part about it is I'm like skating kind of alongside this couple.
Mm-hmm.
The best time of their life. Oh my god.
My next one is this picture from a party, New Year's party 2018.
If you ask me, I've never seen that picture in my life.
Really?
What year?
2018.
2018.
I was 17.
2018. What was I doing in 2018?
You were bald.
Oh, that's why I don't remember. I trauma block so hard. Like, Kai and my mom were trying to tell me about these toys I used to love, and I have absolutely no clue what they're talking about.
You will know the story that comes behind this post.
Okay.
You will know it. Okay. It's a group photo. You'll know it. I know you know it. It's a group photo. This was taken New Year's. So the thing about this, I'm gonna have to block some faces out. I might have to give some aliases. But we're at a New Year's party. My one friend, Natalia.
I was gonna say that. I literally was gonna say that. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
My one friend Natalia had decided to have a New Year's party. We said, okay, cool. We all go to her house. We're drinking. We're partying it up. We're living it up this whole time. This one guy, we'll call him, I don't know, Alex. And my one friend, Lisa, they're chilling the whole night. They're talking, whatever. New Year's comes around. Like, ball drops. We're partying. We're like, woo, Happy New Year's. They kiss. Unbeknownst to anybody else in the room, Lisa, number 2, was like, so mad because she wanted to kiss Alex.
Oh my god.
She wanted to kiss Alex. Nobody knew. And she's mad. People are drunk. This is, mind you, we're like 17. Not much experience with drinking. People don't know their limits. People are crying in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Lisa too, crying in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, what the heck's going on with Lisa too? We go, and she's like, I wanted to kiss Alex, this, and this. Like, I don't know why. Like, he wants to go kiss Lisa 1. Like, I'm so much better than Lisa 1. She's pissed. Lisa 1 comes in because she's drunk. She's drunk. She's concerned. She heard somebody's crying. She's like, oh my God. Like, she didn't know that Lisa 2 wanted to kiss this guy. And Lisa 1 comes in and she's like, oh my God, like, what's wrong? Lisa 2 gets up, arm out, like Darth, like Vader, and chokes her.
I think I vaguely remember that part of the story.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember we used this video to describe how crazy Lisa 2 is? I know you know it when you see it. I'll show you it after.
Fuck.
She gets up. I will never forget the rage in this woman's eyes. This girl's eyes, literally like murderous. Like, if I were to describe anybody's look as murderous in all my 23 years of living, like, this woman, like, she was out for blood.
I get it. I get it. Not in that sense, but like, oh my God, I know she got off and she didn't even see a thing.
Yeah,
She
no,
wasn't
she
looking.
so red. Face blank, eyes
Yeah.
fire. And she gets up. She, like, arms straight out, handcuffed like this, like a Lego person, and she's walking straight. Chokes this girl out. Everybody around us is like, whoa. We try to separate them. Her face is getting so red, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? We separate them. Lisa 1 is like in the kitchen. Half the other sane people are with her. Half the other people are in the bathroom with Lisa 2. And we're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, you can't, like, we get it. You're mad. You can't just be choking people out like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then they were dealing with that. I was like, yo, I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm going to go check on Lisa 1. I go, Lisa 1 is she just feels bad.
Right.
She's like, I don't know. I wouldn't have kissed him if, like, I knew that she wanted to kiss him. Like, so sorry. Like, I don't know why she fucking choked me out. And then I'm chilling. I'm like,
Okay, wait, Lisa 1 and Lisa 2 are best friends, right?
They were friends, but they weren't best friends.
Okay.
Do you want to know who they are?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. Oh my God. I have more pictures that I didn't post on Instagram. The fact that I posted this on Instagram afterwards too is just so funny because, like, everybody knew. Everybody was there, knew what went on. But, like, why would I post it? Anyways. Yeah. So that I'm just chilling. I'm in the kitchen. I'm the only girl that's kind of, like, not in the thick of, like, they're, like, calming them down. Because I was like, you know, I'm friends with both of them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm stepping out. So I step out. I go to the kitchen. Alex approaches me. And he's like, are they always like that?
Oh my God.
And I was like, I don't know. We've been drinking. I have no idea. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, so we're there. He just stays by me the whole night afterwards. That's why he's beside me in this picture. Because he's just hanging around. He's like, no, you're actually really cool. Like, he's probably thinking, like, I should have stayed with her the whole night.
Literally.
And then, afterwards, we were like, yo, you need to apologize to Lisa 1.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be choking people out, like, regardless. Like, this is how you want to start your New Year's. And she was like, no, you're right. So then we took Lisa 1 came into the bathroom. And Lisa 2 was like, oh, like, I'm so sorry. But she's pissed. She didn't really actually want to do it.
Yeah.
And I have this video of her and Lisa 2 and Lisa 1 hugging right after Lisa 2 apologized. And it's of Lisa 2 over her shoulder and being like, I don't want to fucking, like, apologize, like, whatever, like, and that's how crazy she is. And I know you've seen this video before. This one?
Yes, I have.
And you can hear in the video Lisa 1 being like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know you wanted to, like, kiss him, whatever, like, I don't want to start off my 2018, my New Year's like this. And then Lisa 2 is like, no, I know I don't want to start off my 2018 New Year's like this either. And you can hear it in the video, but then as she's saying that, she's, like, rolling her eyes.
No,
like,
it's literally the for me, like,
Yeah.
his toddlers. I don't know what's going on, girl. But
So yeah, so then we just took pictures like that. Alex stayed away from them. The whole rest of the night we just hung out. That was the start of our friendship because we ended up being up friends after that, and we had a bunch of mutual friends. And then yeah,
and it's like Lisa one, I don't know her super well, but you can tell in that video she's not even there.
yeah, she's not there. She's drunk. Like she's not there. Like I'm pretty sure that's like one of the first times she's ever gotten like drunk before. I need to see if I can find like
Lisa one is not in that brain right now. Like
no,
she's
she's
behind those
not. Which is why we all kind of felt bad. We're like,
she just got choked out.
I
That's
know.
hilarious.
I think about that night a lot. Every New Year's, I think about that night. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Every night, not every night. Every New Year's.
Every night. That's hilarious. My next one is us at Kai's 19th birthday.
Oh my god.
Us at Kai's 19th birthday. This is a group photo. I feel like it's fine.
I feel like it's fine. It's just dark.
Yeah, there
That's a
wasn't
dark
a
photo.
lot of drama. Like Kai was.
Okay, yeah. Here's to set the scene. That's my first time clubbing. I was in a relationship.
With a man she's talked about here before that called her a heartless robot.
Yes, that one. Actually, no, it was a heartless bitch. And
Heartless bitch, sorry.
No, it was a stone cold robot.
Yeah.
And a heartless bitch. Yes.
That one. He was also there.
Yeah, we actually went home early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our cousin Audrey was the star of the night. The star of the night, okay? Audrey, was she newly a mom?
How nice. It's 2020. No, she was mom for 4 years.
So Audrey, at this point, our cousin has a 4-year-old. And she's out clubbing, you know. Mm-hmm. She wasn't really going clubbing that often, so she got really drunk. Like, I don't think since this day and before this day, I have never seen Audrey that drunk. And we like
I wish I could have been
together
there.
in
I
our
wish I
teenage
stayed
years.
the whole night. I wish I stayed. After hearing the stories the next day, I was dying.
I don't even know what the hell happened, but it's like 1 second she was fine, and then 1 second she was like so unbelievably drunk that again she wasn't behind her eyes either. And like I look over and like it's to the point that like these stranger white boys are in our booth holding her up.
What the heck?
And like getting her water and like, is she okay? And I'm like, I think so. Like, because I'm also fucking drunk, right?
Yeah.
And like, we had a booth. So was this the same night that the one girl that I knew was at the club? I think it was actually. And she was with one of her friends that didn't like me.
I don't know.
And then they came into our booth. And I say hi to my friend, whatever. And then the girl that doesn't like me, doesn't look in my direction, doesn't say a word, starts drinking the alcohol at my booth.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, yeah.
I think that was the same night, which is crazy. I just remembered that. But, yeah, so Audrey's drunk. And she starts just, like, cleaning up everything. Like, I don't even know. Like, Audrey's so Asian.
I remember that. I remember seeing her, like, through, like, the black lights. Like, her, like... picking things up, like her with like, oh my god, yeah.
Like stacking shot glasses, like wiping spills that cannot be wiped.
Yeah.
These are not wipeable spills, okay? And she has like one Kleenex in her hand. Mm-hmm. And that's how I knew that she was fucked up, because she was trying to clean up so hard. And I was like, what is going on? And I'm like, oh,
was she
like
wearing the neon green?
The neon
I remember seeing the neon so bright and under the lights of the club, and her just like leaning over the table and like trying to clean things up. Yeah, I remember that
like,
so vividly.
Down, and I'm like, Audrey, it's fine. And she's like, no, it has to be cleaned up. It's so dirty. And she's just like going, and I'm like, okay, like nobody give her any more alcohol. And then again, like these just random guys are like holding her up, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna go get her water. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I have no idea who these men are, but like I'm like, at least they're taking care of her. They're in our booth, like she's fine. She's right in front of me, but like they can hold her up better than I can. I'm gonna hit her soon, so. And then they like get our water, whatever, and it's like starting to near the end of the night, and they're starting to say that we have to like kind of get our stuff and start going, and we're like, okay, cool. And we're like putting Audrey's like trying to get her together while we're all trying to get our stuff together, and she's like like over onto the floor in the booth, like there's no, like she borderline had to be carried out. And she was we were like, I can't remember who it was. It might have been, I think it was my friend Sam, but she was like one of the last people in the booth, like trying to grab the last of the stuff. And she was like around a security guard. He was like shining the flashlight, and they found a cup full overflowing with puke.
Oh, that was Audrey's?
Audrey. Yeah. I remember her holding the cup and sitting there like,
Oh.
and they were just cups overflowing with puke, and Sam was just like, I don't know.
Oh my
and
god.
She was like, is that yours? And Sam's like, I don't know. So then we left and we get in the Uber. Audrey forgets her jacket, has never seen the jacket to this day.
Yeah.
She was too drunk to go back to coat check, and then she's like, Kai, I love you so much. Kai, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're getting older now. And like, I'm like, Audrey, Kai, you went home 2 hours ago. Like, I have never seen Audrey that fucked up.
Oh my god.
I don't know who she thought was Kai. But like, oh my god, like could not answer her phone, could not send a text.
Oh
like,
my god.
oh my god, it was a nightmare. And I will never get like oh my god, like throw up scares me. And I just can't. Oh my god.
My next one is this post of me and my friends on a cottage trip. This cottage trip started off kind of messy, ended with one of us wanting to kill the rest of us.
I'm dead.
So my one friend Maya was supposed to drive. It was a 3-hour drive. She was supposed to drive, but the night before she went out with like her coworkers to like club or whatever, because she like had just gotten this new job at like in like the nightlife sort of industry. And her coworkers went out. Honestly, a couple months later, she was like, I think I was roofied that night. But she woke up still drunk, and she was like, I can't drive, but we can take my car if somebody else drives. I had also gotten drunk a couple days prior. And the thing about me is that when I'm hungover for like a week. You know, like, I'm not feeling like myself for the whole week. Like, I didn't think it was safe for me to drive. So I was like, and usually if Maya doesn't drive, like, me and Maya are like the main two drivers in our friend group. So then I was like, damn, if Maya's out, like, and I'm out, I was like, hey, like, I don't think it would be safe for me to drive either. Like, I'm not feeling myself still. And then, so we go. She has like a tiny hatchback. We have 5 people plus our stuff, and her trunk is like not filling it. So we're like sitting on our stuff. Half of us are like holding our stuff on our laps. Fine, whatever. My one friend who was like, I can drive. Honestly, she was kind of annoyed, set the whole tone for the whole trip. And then we get there. It's fine. We're chilling. Maya like goes to sleep off her drunkenness, her hangover. She wakes up, throws up, whatever. And then it was a fun trip. But the Airbnb host had like a paddle boat. Mm-hmm. We were like, cool, let's get in the paddle boat. We get in the paddle boat, there's a leak, and we're sinking in the middle of this lake. We're sinking in the middle of this lake. So our one friend who drove us there, like, needs her alone time. She's like standing on the top of the like the deck.
She's not in the boat?
No.
Is everybody else in the boat?
Everybody else is like either on the shore or in the boat.
Okay.
She's the only one up there. She doesn't really want to come back down. And we're trying to get her down because we're literally sinking. This boat is heavy. We're like, oh my God, what if the Airbnb lady like charges us for it? Like, we need to get this boat out of the water. We're all like trying to push it back on the shore, and we're calling her to come down to help. She's refusing to come down. She's like, well, I didn't want to go in it anyways. Like, why should I have to come down and help you? And we're like, bro, like, we need help. Like, this is so heavy. Like, we need the extra hand. She's refusing. And then we're chilling by the end of the weekend. She's like, I'm not driving back. We're like, okay, cool. Maya's like, I can drive back. Like, I'm fine. She drives back. We stop at a food truck festival, whatever, like on our way back, like the city over. We're like close, but we like haven't had lunch yet. So we're like, okay, like, let's go eat. We go. And she's like, it's us, like, and she's the only one. She's walking like 10 paces ahead of us, like speed walking, like she does not want to be
when
there.
I'm mad.
No. And then she's like, she didn't want to go. She only went because everybody else was like, yeah, let's go. We're hungry.
Yeah.
But then by the time that we were walking back, like, she was just in a bad mood the entire time. And then when we were walking back, she was like, guys, like, let's go. Like, she was pushing for us to go so fast, but we were literally like just eating. Mm-hmm. And then she like went ahead, and then that was that. And then we didn't hear from her for like a week.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
Is it who I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. Okay, so my next one is from Pride. There will be more stories about this picture to come. But for now, I was at Toronto Pride a couple years ago.
Oh.
2022. Yeah, 2022.
Okay, yeah.
So, June of 2022, a couple of my friends and I drive me and two of my friends up to Toronto, and we stayed with one of our friends who lives in Toronto for the night, and we went to Pride. And it is like hot as fuck, and I don't do well in the heat at all. I get like heat rushes, I get like heat stroke very, very easily. And it was just so fucking hot all fucking day. We were walking around, so I like wasn't really feeling. You can see it in my face. I'm not feeling well, and like I have like stickers all over me. Like I have a Dyke sticker on my chest. Like there's like gems on my face. I think I've told this story before actually.
On the podcast?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah. So I'm like wearing short shorts and like this top that like twists right here. Like it's just it's pretty much like a bra kind of, but it's so hot. Or no, it's not. It just covered my boobs, I think, and then the back was open. No, it twisted. But I was dressed for the weather and for a Pride festival. There was a lot of people that were worse than I was, okay? But we're just minding our business, whatever. I don't feel well. I'm hot. I'm drunk. Like I was drunk before we started walking the streets. And eventually like we're sick of it. We're hot. We want to go back home. So we go back home and decide what we're going to do for dinner, decide if we want to go back out, whatever. And we ended up, the group split it in half.
Okay.
So me and my friend Brittany went out to get our food, and I don't remember if they were ordering food or if they were going somewhere else to get food or if they were going back out. But me and Brittany were walking trying to get food. It's dark outside in the summer, so it's got to be like 10:30, maybe 11. And we're walking, and we were going to get pizza and we were going to get McDonald's. So we got this pizza from this pizza vending machine.
What the heck?
I know, right? Like I have no fucking clue. But this pizza vending machine, or I think we were going to get pizza from the vending machine, but then the vending machine was closed, and we went to walk to McDonald's. And while we're walking to McDonald's, I'm still in my same outfit, Brittany's still in her same outfit, and we're walking, and I can see this man walking this way. And I can like remember the moment where I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Like, and it was before he approached us. I could just see it in his face. I don't know if it was the way he was looking at me or like the way he was walking, but I was like, fuck. But I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be like annoying or like if I was just like being extra paranoid or whatever, so I didn't say anything until he came up to us and he tried to grab me. And then I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then Brittany comes in. Like, Brittany didn't even like, she saw the guy coming, but she didn't know what was going on before she jumped in. Like, I have never felt safer with somebody, to be honest. Like, I didn't have to do a thing. And she like ripped him off of me, and she was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, get off of her. Do not touch her. And like, keep in mind, like, my boobs are out. Like, there's like, I'm like just trying to get some McDonald's. And he grabs me, and he's like trying to come at me, and Brittany's like between us, and he spits at her, and then he spits on me. God. And then it's like this whole thing, and I'm like, oh my God, that was scary. Like we just kind of get to McDonald's, and I'm like, that was scary. And then he was kind of like hanging around, and then we come out of McDonald's, and it was like to the point that people on the streets of Toronto on this corner waiting across the street were asking if I was okay and if I needed help.
That's crazy. If you
people
think
in Toronto don't do that.
Yeah, people in Toronto don't do that. Also, the area of which this McDonald's is in, like, that McDonald's is like a meme. Like, it's kind of like a generalized thing where it's like, you don't go to this McDonald's. Like, this McDonald's is like the third portal to hell. Like, we don't go to this McDonald's. And like that street, like, it's off of Chinatown. Kind of. Yeah. And it's like people, they just mind their own business. They don't. They don't look.
Like,
they don't talk to you.
So busy. And like, I didn't expect anybody to say something, but like, it was Pride. So I guess like a lot of people were around, like in town. But people were like, are you okay? Like, do you need us to call someone? Do you need us to say anything? And me and Brittany were like, no, it's cool. Like, we think we're fine. We're just going back to the apartment. And then he was like we would just cross the street. When he was on the side of the street. But it was so, like, I have never.
He followed you back after?
Yeah.
Whoa,
and he was like
I didn't know
yelling
that.
across the street while we were at the McDonald's.
That is insane.
And because, like, in the sense that we disrespected him.
Yeah.
And it was, like, insane. Like, I just got spat at
Yeah.
by a
Literally
man
assaulted.
that looks like he's on drugs. That's why I said, like, I don't know if it was in the way he was walking, but I don't think he was okay either. I don't think
Yeah.
he was sober. I don't think he was, like, whatever. I'm not trying to excuse it, but, like, I was so scared. The look behind that man's eyes, I knew. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. Before he even approached us. And then it was so weird, too, because it makes me think, I'm always like, oh, I'll fight. In that moment, I was like, yeah. And Brittany fought. Like, I didn't even, oh, my God. And it shook me so bad because I was like, I didn't even fight. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it scared me because I was like, oh my God, maybe I'm not as strong as I seem. Maybe I am scared. Oh my God. But genuinely, like, I thought I was getting kidnapped.
That's so scary.
If I did not have Brittany there in that moment, like, if we separated or like whatever the hell, he was bigger than me and he grabbed me and he probably would have been able to just pick me up.
That's actually crazy. And
I
scary.
know. Like, thank God for Brittany Jonkus, everybody. Oh my God, I can't.
My last one is this picture of me, my friend Julia, and Abby on a night out. But it's not just us three, because if you zoom in, I cropped him out. But you can still see his shoe, Chad's shoe. You can still see Chad's shoe. And this night, we took this picture in line to go to a club downtown. And then the line was so long, we were like, yo, it's already like 10, 11 at night. Like, we're not getting in. Abby had just started seeing her current boyfriend. And then he came, and then he drove us to the next city over to go to a club. I think I told the story before. Danny and Chad fighting. Yeah. So we go to this bar. On the way there, Chad's being in a sour mood because he's like DMing his friends the whole time. He's like, "Look what I said to my friend."
The whole time he's like, "Look at this! I shouldn't be drinking."
No, for real. I'm like, you should not.
Guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
He's like, look what I said to my friends. Like, they canceled on me. Okay, also, to preface, he wasn't even invited on this night out. It was supposed to be a girls' night, and then he messaged Julia and was like, can I come? And she was like, I feel bad because I canceled on him before. Like, can you come? And we were like, whatever.
He's like, girls' night, I'm in.
Yeah, no, for real. We go to this bar. At the time, I was still I was still like talking to Danny Boy at the time. And then I don't even remember, but him and Julia get into the bar first. And me and Abby are behind. We're still like tracking, like they're still looking at our IDs, whatever. We're still in line. And then, but I just see them disappear. And the way that this bar is set up, there's two bars. There's a bottom bar and there's like a kind of like a loft kind of bar. Mm-hmm. They go to the loft bar. You can see it from like where you enter. And then I just see them disappear. Me and Abby get in. We're going. And then I'm just kind of standing there. Julia comes up to me and she's like, yo, Danny and Chad are fighting. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what? And then turns out Chad like shoved him. And then Danny Boy was like, whatever. And then the security had to come over. And like, I don't know. They were like getting in an argument. I was like, what are they fighting about? And they're like, about you. And I was like, what the heck? So yeah. And that night just came horrible. I got really, really drunk. Some girls got me free, whatever. It was just this whole thing. I don't know. I probably told the story before, but yeah,
Was that your first time two men have been fighting over you in a club?
Yes.
I love that for you. Did you feel so hot?
I felt so hot. I felt so special and hot.
Oh my God,
I was like,
hilarious.
yeah, boys fight over me.
I'm dead. She's standing like, oh my God, stop.
Yeah, no, for real. I was like, me. No, Julia was like, they're fighting over you. And I was like, me. I had to act angry though, because I was like, this is not how you conduct yourself in public. But I was also like, really?
Yeah, no, literally. She's like, guys.
I was like, no, like, I was like, you guys are grown. Like, let's not do that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then that kind of kickstarted not the downfall. It's been a long time coming of our friendship, mine and Chad's, but that was like the real trigger moment.
Yeah.
I was like, don't be doing that.
Right. Okay, moving on to our segment today, we are doing a round of, what's it called?
Hear me out, cake, but minus the cake.
Minus cake. Hear me out, hold the cake.
Yeah. So if you don't know what that is, basically this TikTok trend has been going around where they have a cake and they stick little figures of people hear me out.
Yeah. Like, what is like the whole premise? Cartoon, not real things?
I guess.
Because I was like, I've seen ones that are like all animals, and people are like,
Questionable.
yeah. Okay, so my first Hear Me Out is Little Mac from Smash Bros.
Wait, which one is that one? Is that the Caillou looking one? Oh, not the Caillou looking one.
I have always, like, even Eli knows this.
Yeah.
I've always had a crush
see?
on Little Mac.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Luigi Mangione. If he boxed.
That was kind of crazy.
Did I lie?
No! That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, I am a Nintendo girly, and Little Mac is everything to me.
He's the one. My my first one is Nick Wilde from Zootopia.
No way.
Yahweh.
No way.
Hear me out. He just got charisma. I don't know.
Oh my
He's Guy
god.
Fawkes. I don't know. And
You
I'm
know
not the only
what?
one. I'm not the only one.
I was gonna say I've heard that before and I never understood it, but I only understood it because he does resemble your boyfriend now.
Is he really?
Yeah, like the type of like, you know, like
Okay.
like the yeah, you know.
Well, at least you can't say I'm not consistent.
I'm dead. Oh my god, some of mine make sense too. My next one is Lola Bunny.
Lola
Of course.
Bunny. I thought
Lola
about putting her on
Bunny.
mine.
I love.
But I thought you were going to put her on yours, so I was like, maybe not.
like Lola Bunny just does her little, and it makes me blush.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Lola Bunny
Oh
and
my
Space
God.
Jam, mine specifically.
yes,
Yes, yes.
Space Jam is actually like this. What the specific Lola Bunny that I'm thinking of? I saw this movie the very first time in theaters. Or sorry, I saw this movie in theaters the very first time I met my childhood dad.
Really?
That's the movie we went to see, and I've been in love with Lola Bunny ever since.
Wow, I did not know that was like that long ago.
I was terrified of him. I was
Oh.
like 6, but I was like, we went to see that movie, and
And Lola Bunny made everything all right.
Exactly.
She made everything better. My next one is Charlie Swan from Twilight.
why?
He's the best character in there. He's just so fatherly. He makes so much sense. You know what? He reminds you of an older style Zelensky from Teen Wolf, though, and I think that's the appeal to me.
Oh my god! If I were to pick somebody from Twilight, it would be Alice Cullen.
Yeah.
100.
Well, yeah, that makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I also really, really like Rosalie.
Me too.
She's also on my list, so I figured I'd just combine them because they're both from Twilight. Might as well.
That's
We're talking about it anyways.
Rosalie's the curly hair, right?
Rosalie's the blonde one.
Yes. Okay. So I always liked Rosalie, but I could never really separate Rosalie and Nikki Reed because I've
fair.
loved Nikki Reed since the movie 13.
See, I never watched that. I can't separate Rosalie and Nikki Reed. Like, I can't separate them two.
Right. Like when I look at Rosalie, I just see Nikki Reed,
Mm.
and I love Nikki Reed, so I don't think it counts because I would actually
Okay, yeah.
love Nikki Reed. You know.
Okay, yeah, and that's not the premise of Hear Me Out.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
okay, I got it.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
My next one, another Lola, but from Shark Tale.
Oh, yeah.
Love her.
She's gorgeous.
Love
love
her.
her.
Another Lola that raised me, but I used to love that movie. I don't even know why.
Shark Tale?
I'd watch it over and over and over and over
It's
again.
literally, I watched a commentary on it the other day,
Yeah.
and it's literally like fish mob ties. If
Okay,
you really
true.
like, yeah, with the sharks and stuff.
Oh my god. I love that movie.
My next one, Jake Sully from Avatar.
Jake Sully.
The blue guy. From the first one, though. Not when he's like the second one and a father.
He's the main character, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
He just, I don't know.
Really?
Not when he's a human either. Only when he's a blue guy. He's just a different person when he's a blue guy.
okay.
When he pisses me off when he's a regular human.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're trying to be a white savior.
I like the female.
I love her too.
Yeah.
Naturi.
Yeah. Yes.
Have you watched the second one?
No.
You would love her in the second one.
Really?
Yeah, that's Mother. Like, Mother. If
I'm
Mother
dead.
was, if you look up Mother in the dictionary, it's a picture of Naturi.
I
Like,
love that. I love that. Oh my god, me and Audrey loved her. My next one is kind of like a 2-in-1. but Father Bear and Uncle
What?
Rusty
From what?
from Little Bear. That's Father Bear.
Really?
This is Father Bear and Uncle Rusty. And that's doesn't Uncle Rusty make so much sense though?
Which one's that? It kind of looks like Lady Couch. I'm not gonna lie, like it reminds me of Lady Couch. I am so sorry to say it.
Father Bear reminds me a little bit more of Lady Couch.
I think it's just that the overalls sit kind of low, so you'd expect cleavage from this bear, like Lady Bear.
Okay, true.
So it's like kind of like I don't know.
I always liked Father Bear emotionally
Okay, yeah.
more because it's giving kind of like Charlie Swan. But like the
Uh-huh.
thing about Father Bear that me and Audrey have always said, we used to love Little Bear, and you know how I always say, pink skies at night, sailors delight, pink skies in the morning,
Yes,
sailors
yes,
warm.
yes.
That's where I got it. When I was younger from
Really?
Little Bear, yeah.
I got it from you, so I started saying that.
Because they like to fish. So Father Bear told Little Bear that once.
Well, obviously they're bears.
Right? And Father Bear is just like the father that has it figured out.
Okay.
And he's just so wise and calm.
He's
and,
wise. He has it.
Yeah,
down
like,
pat.
like
Fatherhood.
that's the father that I want for my kid.
Fatherhood fears him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god. And he's raising Little Bear to be the best boy he can be.
Oh, I love that.
Uncle Rusty is more of a visual.
That's crazy.
Busting out of the overalls.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay, my next one is okay. You gotta actually hear me out on this one because there's two sides to this coin.
Okay.
Voldemort, but both versions of him, young version, and like the snake version.
I've only seen a little bit of one, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, but I don't know a lot about Voldemort, but he fucking scares me.
Really?
Like, he looks weird.
Okay, I need to show you young Voldemort. I feel like you'll get it.
Is it a visual thing or like a mental thing?
Beforehand, it's a little bit of both, to be honest.
Okay, fair. No, I feel.
Not so much the snaky one, but this is the young one.
Okay.
I saw him for the first time when I was like watching Harry Potter for the first time as a child, and I was like, that's the one.
I'm dead.
I was like, out of everybody here, I want him. I think it's just, I don't know. He just knows what he wants.
That
Same.
picture is giving what's his face in Wicked. Oh my god.
Fiero?
Yes.
Really? Maybe I
Yes.
should watch Wicked. I haven't watched the new Wicked yet. He just knows what he wants. He's so smart, so analytical. I don't know. I think his intelligence scares me a little bit.
Okay,
And
I'm
I think that I like that
dead.
a little. I like that about him. New Voldemort.
It's scary.
You know what, Bellatrix, his one like really loyal follower, was like obsessed with him and like in love with him, and I kind of get it. I kind of get it, girl, but I'm not like obsessed or like into it. He just, I don't know.
He's like a bad guy, right?
He's a bad guy. You know what? That's always been an appeal to me. I don't know.
Okay, you know what though? Is it giving damaged person turned villain?
Yeah, it is
because
That's
I
why.
was watching Wicked and Alphaba's like flying away and they're like, look at her, she's wicked. And I'm like, yo, y'all made her that way.
That's
you literally
exactly
y'all
why.
made her that way,
It's-
and now you're mad that she's wicked.
That's why I think that's why I like him. Like, it's not his fault. Like, he is
Yeah.
damaged. Like, he didn't know his mother. He was conceived under a love potion. That's not his fault.
Yeah, and I actually
I'd be resentful of Muggles too. Not gonna lie.
I love a Disney villain, and my favorite is Maleficent. I think she's so misunderstood.
She's so misunderstood.
So I get that type of like.
Voldemort. You know what? He's a little misunderstood.
Yeah.
Am I a sympathizer, a Death Eater sympathizer? Maybe. I'm sorry to say it.
I feel that.
I'm not the only one. If I was the only one, then why are there so many Voldemort fanfictions?
Right.
Sorry to say it.
That is so funny. My next one, so random, so niche, but you know what? When we were making this list, I did not even have to look her up. Well, I looked
Really?
her up for a photo, but I knew it was going to be on my
Yeah.
list. Julie, Caillou's babysitter.
Hold on.
Like, I could literally
You know what?
draw her in my head before. I don't even know why. I was like, oh my god, wait, Caillou's babysitter. And I don't think she
Every
was
time you
in
say
the
Caillou, I
video.
keep thinking you say Caillou. And I'm like, I didn't have a babysitter named Julie.
No, literally, but she's a babysitter.
She's a baby. She's maternal. She cares.
Exactly.
She cares.
Exactly. Kind of looks like a dyke. Like, I need to stop saying that word. But you know, she takes care of the kids, and that's it. And she's happy doing it. She's happy doing it, and she's blonde.
Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Why?
I don't know. I just
That
like him.
also makes sense.
What do you mean that makes sense?
That
just
also
makes sense.
makes sense.
I just like him.
Simon,
He's so like level-headed and rational. Out of the three, he's the most rational one. I used to love Alvin, but then he started annoying me as the movies progressed.
Really?
Just a tiny bit.
See, when I think of
Alternatively, Chipette. I love. What's her first name? What's her? The girl Chipette, the first one, Alvin, and the girl, his counterpart of him. I love her.
I'm dead.
Now that we're thinking about it,
I actually don't know a lot about the new, like this type of Alvin and the Chipmunks.
you only know the cartoon one.
Yes.
No, I like the movie ones.
I only know the cartoon one, so I don't like Simon.
He's also voiced by Matthew Gray Gubler.
I always thought he was fucking annoying. I'm
Really?
like, let Theodore live his fucking life, and Alvin wants to be a star, okay? But I don't know a lot about him, like, I don't know if they changed him, if they, like, you know what I'm saying? But he
No,
was
he's
just always, he's the one that has to stick up his ass, you know?
He's the voice of reason.
Okay? I think that's why.
He's the voice of reason. He is
Oh my God.
the North Pole of which people go to. It's which he's the compass leads to him.
I love that. I love that. But I think Theodore was always my favorite.
Zac Efron.
Is that who voices him? Like, oh my God, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. My next one is Monique from Kim Possible.
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a really good. Yeah, I get that. I get that too.
I loved her.
Monique, love her.
Oh my God.
She's just. Yeah,
she is that girl.
she is that girl.
She is that
She really
girl.
is that girl. I agree.
And she looks good doing it. So
She does. Especially her in that time travel episode.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that one was good.
Oh my God.
Specifically her in that time travel episode. My last one is Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
What the heck?
Oh, this one is the first one that came to my head when we were like, let's do Hear Me Out. First one that came to my head. I think it's the same thing as not Jack. I think it's the same one as Nick Wilde. I think they just give out the same vibes.
Okay.
And he also sort of has like the traumatic backstory too.
Oh yeah.
As to why he's on the naughty list. So I'm like, okay, it's best of both worlds. Also, I don't know. He's just, when did this, he's misunderstood. I don't know when this movie came out. Maybe like, when did this movie come out? But I remember it came out and that night I watched it. Like this movie had me looking at like the snow and like frost differently.
Oh
like
my
I'm not even
God. That's hilarious.
I'm not kidding. When did this movie come out? Because I remember literally, was it around like the time of Frozen? Because I remember people used to ship him and Elsa together because they had like similar powers.
Really?
Yeah, people used to make fan fiction. People made edits. Yeah,
That's
this came out
crazy.
2 years before. No, maybe this came out. When did Frozen come out? 2012. It came out around the same time.
Has it been that long?
And he's caring. He's an older brother.
Oh my, of course.
He's an older brother who like lost his sister, and that's how he died. He died saving his sister.
Oh my God.
That's how he died. He fell into a frozen lake because his sister they were skating.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He just cares. He cares he's misunderstood. He has he's a little rizzy. Okay. He was the one. I was convinced at 11 years old. I was like, he's the one.
That's hilarious. I also felt that way about my next one. About my last one. Sticky.
Who is Sticky?
Sticky from the Proud Family.
Sticky. Oh,
Sticky Web.
Actually, Sticky. Yeah, that makes sense.
I love Sticky. I love Sticky.
Yeah, what's the name of his girlfriend again? The blonde one?
He has a girlfriend?
Well, they were like a thing.
The other black girl?
Yeah.
Dejanay. Oh my God. I also love Dejanay. I also liked Wizard Kelly because you could never see his face.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But Sticky. I loved Sticky. Oh my God. I was like, that's the one.
That's the one.
So that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching and or listening.
Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at Harsh Worded Pod.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.